Today we're putting two 100-year-old civilizations up against each other to see who will win in a fight to the death. On the left side we have the Orcs, and on the right side we have the Elves. Every 25 years there will be a natural disaster in their major city, and we're gonna see who wins. So to start us off, we can see the grass and the trees and everything is starting to populate. On the left side we have Orcs in the plains biome, and on the right side we have Elves in the savanna biome. Two very basic and simple biomes. We'll see who ends up winning, what happens. Right now we have the Elves kind of setting up. You know, you got the one lone soldier. Okay, he got a friend. We're good to go. I'm going to give them about 5 years to get their stuff together and see if they can start making a civilization. All right, we are 5 years in, and population has increased by 5. No thanks to the Orcs. They're still sitting at 10 people. Over here, the Elves are doing great work. However, a rhino is attacking. The rhino is not really attacking. Huh. Okay, alright. The rhino's just hanging out. They got a pet rhino. But yeah, all is fine and all is well in the world of Worldbox. Alright, we are 10 years in. And we finally had 2 additional population over here on the Orc side with 6. And 6. However, the Elves are crushing them. 28. What is that? No way the Elves already have a dock and are fishing on the coast of the Orcs? Man. 30 people and 18. The Elves are setting themselves up for success. I feel kind of bad for the Orcs. We're going to see what happens. We're now 15 years in. And the Orcs are finally up in their population. They're making a difference. However, I think it might be too little too late. The Elves sitting at a solid 42 on their major city and 29 on their secondary city. Now remember, these guys could have a fight very soon. I'm calling it. Their territories are butting up against each other. They're going to have a power struggle. We might have some deaths. The Orcs are also in the same boat though. Their civilizations butting right up against each other. Good chance of some conflict. 20 years in, a couple of things have happened now. We've got our first war going on to unite the Elves, which looks like it's gonna happen. Just like that, guys. It's all one, all united. Not too many deaths on that front. Over here on the Orcs, their population is increasing rapidly. They've also got their first big buildings coming up here on each side. So now we just need the Orcs to unite as one, and we'll be good to go. It'll be a close battle. The population is close now. Alright, we are 25 years in, and we have our first natural disaster happening upon each of the major cities on each side. That being said, I say major city, I mean one on each side. Even though there's 2 separate united Orcs, they're only getting one natural disaster. It's only fair. And I'm gonna lightning strike the main hut on each side, the big building. Oof. Talk about a natural disaster, a heavy hit. We're gonna let it ride out now. Let's see what happens. Let's see, we might have some problems with the fire. I might have to put out the fire. I'm not entirely sure. You know what? We're just gonna let it go. We're gonna let it ride. We're gonna see. Looks like all the fire's put out. So it wasn't as big of a hit as I thought, but it's only 25 years. Who knows? 50 might cause a tornado or an earthquake or maybe a temperature shift. We're not entirely sure yet. A little bit of an early jump in here, 28 years in, and it looks like I have never seen that before. But the smaller Orc population took out the bigger Orc population, and I absolutely love it. I'm living for it, guys. 35 years in, not much to report back. The Elves have a 54 population down here and 37 up top. That is tremendous numbers compared to the 39 and 32, guys. 45 years in, and we have some new things. I didn't know this was a thing, but there's a mine shaft down here in the Elves. The Elves are already starting to collect up ores, which is very interesting. They have one down there, and they have one all the way up here as well. Their farms are also doing phenomenally. They're doing great. The Orcs, on the other hand, have not gotten any of the sorts. No farms, no, ore collection. I think the Orcs are slacking. We are 50 years in and two major things are about to happen. One, a natural disaster that we all expected. And as far as that natural disaster goes, a bowling ball is that natural disaster. I have no clue what this bad boy does, but it is going to the highest population capital. So we're gonna drop one right there. And one, oh my goodness, it's still going. And we're gonna drop one right there. That's not even where I said to hit. Am I... Dude, this thing does not want to go where it's supposed to go. Hit the building. We're done. We did enough damage there. It only took like 6 bowling balls for it to actually go in the right location. The first one had no troubles wiping it out. The second thing is we're coming up on the age of the sun, which is going to cause a lot of fires, a lot of death. It's going to be hot. These people are not going to know how to handle it. Let's see it happen. The game is now unpaused. We have a new lake down here, courtesy of the bowling ball. And yeah, nothing else really happening. So 21 days, I'll check back in. 52 years in, we have the change that we've been waiting for, ladies and gentlemen. It is the age of the sun. It's going to be brutally hot. This is a time of intense heat, brightness, where the sun blazes down on the world. Living in this age is tough as people battling to find a way to survive the harsh conditions. We also have this brand new building. I've never seen this building before. The elves have constructed a temple of some sorts. We are now 60 years in, and the age of the sun has taken its toll on both sides. You guys can see all the trees have been burnt to a crisp. That's never a good thing. These guys cannot construct any new buildings. They're not going to have wood for anything at all. However, the elves are still doing very well. They have constructed yet another one of these cool little bathhouses, whatever it may be. Their farms are not looking as good as they once were, but they're still active. And over on the Orcs side, we do have brand new farms over here that we didn't see before. All the trees are down, and this lake's still doing good. 65-year checkup. Nothing's changed. Everything is still perfectly fine. Everything's going great. These two civilizations are crushing it. Just a reminder, it's 75 years. I bridged the two areas and let them start doing whatever they may want to do, whether it's pillage, whether it's just create new factions over on the other side. They get access to the other side's land, and we let them fight it out and do whatever they need to do till 100 years or until someone ends up winning. We are now at 72 years, and we've got some fire spreading down here. I'm not quite sure what the orcs are going to do to take care of this, but it is not looking good. That fire is spreading rapidly. The entirety of the farm is taken out. They've lost quite a number of people. It's not looking good, guys. We're going to go ahead and give them a little bit of relief with some rain, because if not, that fire is going to spread everywhere. There we go. In the age of the sun, had we not put the rain down, it literally would have wiped out the entirety of the orcs. That was a major setback for Kanar. They went from 36 population to 24. We had a lot of deaths. A lot of bad things happened. But it's been 75 years, and it is time. It is time for a natural disaster. And this natural disaster's name starts with a C and ends in Crabzilla. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. It's time. It's time for Steve to do his thing. Nyom. Uh-oh. Nyom. 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 Alright, that's enough destruction. Let's get the rain going. Rain, go away. Let's pause. Let's pause because I didn't realize I was gonna light everything on fire. Let's put the fire out. Everything's fine. Everything's a-okay. Get a little more rain over there. A little more over here. Yeah. Crabzilla, pretty intense. Not even gonna lie. But now it's time to bridge the two civilizations I gotta remember that there are docks, so I need to be careful not to... I already destroyed the docks. Alright. There we go. Let's see how they fare in the next 25 years. Alrighty, we are 78 years in and we've got some conflict. The Orcs are fighting the Elves off as the Elves came over to say hello. Didn't work out for them though. Because I'm tired of dealing with the Age of Sun, I'm gonna try to manually switch Age of Sun off because I don't want to deal with it anymore. So let's give them something nice. We'll give them... I actually know exactly what to do. The Age of Chaos. Ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna let this happen. We've enabled the Age of Chaos. These guys are gonna want to fight. They're gonna want to destroy everything. So we're 81 years in. I give it about until year, let's say 95. Now that it is not the Age of the Sun, and it is indeed the Age of Chaos, I'm just gonna let the fires go. There's no point in me interrupting it. The fires will put themselves out eventually. It's just part of Age of Chaos. Unlike Age of the Sun, where the fires just never go out. They just go forever. The Orcs in the Age of the Chaos have definitely taken the lead. Down here in the Elves, they're having a rough time with 7 people. I did not foresee the Orcs coming out on top on this, but they just might. The devastation is hitting over here on the Elves with the fire. I just might have to step in on this and save them from the fire, because if not, they're just done for. We've lost the entirety of the bottom half of the map. There's no more Elves down there. What is happening? The Elves did not fare well in the Age of Chaos. I actually kind of feel bad for them. I just need the constant rain down here. Just keep the rain going. Dude, what is happening? Why does it keep raining down here? Or why does it keep catching on fire down here? That's crazy. Dude, there's now a tornado. The Elves have some coming back to do, man. The Orcs are definitely taking heavy control. I found it. This is what's happening, guys. There's a little devil starting fires over here. I feel so bad for the Elves. The Age of Chaos just did not sit well with them. I think any minute now, the Orcs are going to finally say, hey, we're done here. It's time. Let's take them out. We are officially 100 years in. And war has ended. And it didn't end in a good way, guys. The devils from the Age of Chaos took out the Elves. And now, it is just the Orcs who seem to have their stuff together. The Age of the Chaos worked in their favor. I did not foresee that happening, but it did. So thank you all for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace out, and bye-bye.